Okay, there's one woman involved about dating. Let me emphasize, if you are a lady, please come up if you are willing to say no and not be interested. You're not going to be asked to date anybody. In fact, what I would like you to do is come up here and say, no thank you, several times to dudes who we're going to teach to accept to hear the word no, and maybe to hear the word yes. Ladies, anyone interested? One there. Are you still yes? Okay. I know her, it's okay. She's having a rough day today, so go gentle on her, by the way, specifically. Any other ladies into this? Okay. Of the dudes that put your hands up, how many of you are bi or gay? Okay, close enough. Everybody who put their hands up, come on up. Oh, you're going to regret this decision.
That's fine, I regret a lot of my decisions.
Yes, you do. All right. Yeah, just line up like that. Okay. Okay. We're going to start from that end. Are you interested in women?
No.
Are you interested in men?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to start with this dude. Then you're going to go on to this dude, then this dude, then this dude. I want everyone who doesn't want to go out with this person to respond no in a way that like, you don't need to crush him. But we're going to teach him that no isn't going to kill him. Okay, here's what I meant by learning to hear no. Because when I had severe social anxiety, somebody saying no to me was like, they said no because it is clear to them how terrible of a person I am and I am not worthy of love. Then I avoided talking to anyone because hearing no fucking crushed me. Then I went out and like did online dating, which is the easiest way to hear no many, many times. If you have social anxiety, don't do online dating because you get a lot of ghosting and no's and it's not really all that great. Just go to bars and don't try to get laid. Have conversations with people. Have like 5-minute conversations. Walk up to someone and be like, hey, I'm trying to learn how to have conversations. Can we have a 5-minute conversation? And most people feel like, that's a little weird, but okay. Have a 5-minute conversation, like have a timer and be like, boom. And after 5 minutes, be like, okay, we're done, thank you. I'm gonna just go sit in the corner for 10 minutes. And then do it again, and then do it again, and do it again. So, the other thing is, hearing no, once you're used to practicing conversations, go out and talk to people and say, do you wanna go out? And you're gonna hear no a lot. And you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to hear no because it hurts so much. And then you find out it doesn't kill you. And then if you hear enough no's, eventually you'll hear a yes. Everybody I know that is single could be going out and asking other people out, and they don't. And they have good reasons and they have bad reasons. But if you aren't willing to hear no, you will not hear a yes. You guys do not have to say yes. I'm not going to say yes to anybody here because you're not going to ask me. Doesn't mean that yet. All right. Although, I mean, we can do right at the end. If you want like an S-class challenge, you can ask me. I will shut you down. I do not suggest it because I may be playing for laughs. Okay. What's your name?
Garrett.
Garrett. What is your favorite thing in the world? Don't say masturbating on video. Dogs. What kind of dogs?
Shih Tzus and Chows.
Shih Tzus and Chows. You like small dogs. What is your favorite thing about small dogs?
Going for walks with them.
Okay. That is 100% good first conversation fodder. Okay? Those are questions, I mean, I'm asking sort of this grandstanding way. Those are questions I would ask someone I was having coffee with for the first time or meeting at the bar. You guys know those things about Garrett. Garrett, even if you hear a yes, you're going to keep going. You're going to ask each of these people, you're going to practice on them, you're going to say, hi, would you like to go out? And I think most of them are going to say no. Not because you're a bad person undeserving of love, but because not everybody likes cheeseburgers. Okay? In this room, there are maybe half a dozen people I would be like, yes, let's go out right now. and I don't know anything about them necessarily, except that some of them like rope. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, but I'm using that as a funny example. So there are, what, like 50 people in this room? Maybe 10% of the people in this room, I would be like, hey, you want to go out? Or if they asked me, I'd be like, yes, let's go out. 10%. That means any person in here asking me out or someone like me out 10 times is going to hear no, 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 no. Sure. You have to hear me say no 9 times before you hear yes. Or someone like me 9 times before you say yes. The way you do this is you practice hearing no and be okay with it and move on to the next one. What's your name?
Curtis.
Curtis. Garrett, please ask Curtis if he wants to go out.
Curtis, do you want to go out on a date?
Are we still going for 5 for this?
Yes, we are.
Okay, first try. Motherfucker got a date. I guess you can go out.
We're married.
That'd do it.
Easy mode. I still want to demonstrate stuff. Good job. Move on to the next person here. Move on to that dude. Because even though you may or may not be into this dude, don't ask people out that you don't have an interest in. But I'm talking about, okay, you're interested in dudes. Let's say we have 100 dudes, and these are the several of that pack that you're interested in. Go ahead and ask this dude out.
Hi, what's your name? Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Do you want to go out on a date sometime?
No.
He just got told no. You were rejected. Does it hurt?
Yeah, little bits.
Okay. But you know you can go home and get fucked.
Yes.
Which is why not giving a fuck, when you go from 0 to 1, you know that you can get fucked. And all of a sudden that desperation goes away, and you're, all of a sudden it's not, hi, do you want to go out? Please fuck me. It's, do you want to go out? No? Okay, well, I'm going to try someone else, maybe they'll want to fuck me, right? So, hearing no hurts a little bit. Did it kill you?
No.
Cool. Next.
You need to say no.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Not too bad.
Do you want to go on a date sometime?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Good to know.
Solid. Also, good response. So, no versus no thank you. Okay, no is maybe a little too emphatic. No thank you. Neutral, polite. A good way to say no to someone. If someone won't take the hint, for example, if you're willing, say, oh, come on, please.
Come on.
I'm married.
There is no good outcome to pestering someone who says no. I'm married is like the best option. You disgust me physically and socially. I mean, because if a woman has been hit on like 20 times that night and she's just so fucking tired and she feels crampy and her feet hurt, hey, you want to go out? No. Oh, come on, please. Like I said no, and you disrespected that boundary, so you don't respect boundaries, so what you do respect is consequences. And she will say, fuck off, you miserable pond scum of a human being. Your mother regrets having you. Because that guy didn't take no for an answer, she doesn't want to deal with him anymore, and he doesn't respect boundaries, so maybe he'll respect consequences. And crushing his ego into a fine powder is how consequences happen. Don't ask twice. Don't pester. Don't wait 6 months and try again. If they say no, be like, okay, if you change your mind, maybe let me know. I might say yes or no, but from now on, we're not going out and we will not go out. Ball's in your court if that ever changes. I'm going to stop talking about it now. What do you think about the recent football game? Right? So, don't ask twice. All right, last one.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I go on a date sometime?
I appreciate it, but no thanks.
Thanks.
Also an excellent response. I appreciate it, but no thank you. Positive. Still hurts a little bit to hear no. Better, I think better than no thank you. But yeah, do you want to try S-class difficulty?
Sure.
All right, give me a shot. Not from you. That was about the kindest response I instantly had in my head. Right? Because yeah, I do want a blowjob, but not from him. I am, while more experienced socially, still kind of brutal in response to people. If we'd been having a 5-minute conversation and he offered me a blowjob, I'd be like, dude, thank you, but I've tried cock and I'm not into it. Right? To which he could amusingly respond, I never said I'd put my cock on you. And I'd be like, also no, but thank you, right? If it was joking and not whining, if it was clear that was a joke to disarm the tension that possibly existed. But yeah, so, your turn. What's your name?
Curtis?
Curtis, what are you into? What's your favorite thing?
Gaming.
Gaming, what's your favorite game?
Chrono Trigger.
Were you in the Chrono Trigger cosplay yesterday?
No.
Did you see the Chrono Trigger cosplay?
It was awesome.
Was fuck yes. Like I hate what's his name's art style in general, but the character design for that game just fucking did it for me. The Dragon Ball guy.
Oh, yes.
Toriyama, right? I hate Toriyama's artwork like you wouldn't believe. Love his stories and the character design for that game kill. Just right. So what was your name?
Curtis.
Curtis. Curtis, you like gaming? Chrono Trigger is correctly the best game. Your opinion is incorrect, whatever you're going to say. Anything else you want to add?
Go dudes.
Go dudes, okay. So just come on down the line to the dude and ask the first dude.
Would you like to
That's not the first dude. Oh, Jesus, he's a furry. Say no! Say no! Go.
It's not consent.
Would you like to go out with me?
Not today.
Their relationship is in trouble.
It's complicated.
Best follow-up is not today, but tonight. All right, come down to the next guy. Give it a shot.
Would you like to play games with me?
That's not asking for a date.
That is correct. What is your response?
For gaming, yeah.
Awesome. He doesn't game.
Turns out you can have friends and not want to fuck them. You can have friends that you want to fuck but respect their boundaries and don't. He just got a new gaming friend. Good. You don't. If you guys don't actually want to game, you don't have to. You don't need to suck his cock to game. It's okay. I mean, if you want to, if you want to, sure. Let's move on. Let's just game. Okay.
Would you like to go out with me?
No, thank you.
Last try.
Would you like to go out with me?
I appreciate it, but no, I'm good.
Awesome.
You want to try S-Class? No?
Sure.
Hit me.
You seem very interesting.
Thank you. I get that sometimes. That is, in fact, the most common compliment I get.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just pull the D-ring. Eject, eject, eject. Right.
Where is it?
It's like halfway through the conversation, like, oh, he talked about leather. That is not okay. All right. What's your name?
Kayla.
Kayla. What are you into? What's your favorite thing?
Anime.
Anime. What's the best series? What is your current favorite series?
Steins Gate.
Steins Gate. Who here hasn't seen Steins Gate? Moral failure. Check it out. So good. Halfway through it gets really like, oh god, medical level PTSD, but keep watching. Steins Gate, high quality writing. So what was your name again?
Kayla.
Kayla. Kayla, you like weeb shit and you like Steins Gate specifically. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay. Are you into dudes?
Yeah.
Are you into ladies?
No.
Okay. Go down the line. Here's a dude. Ask him out. You don't need to actually go out with them. Just ask him out.
Great.
Okay. All right. Go.
Would you like to go out?
No, thank you.
All right, next.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Xander.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Would you like to go out?
I'm gonna pass, thank you.
No, just kidding.
This dude is solid. He's polite about it. Try again.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
Hi, I'm Justin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Would you like to go out with me?
I appreciate the offer, but no, thank you.
Look at that. Polite and pleasant. Good job. Hand.
Cost nothing.
What's your name?
Amara.
What is your favorite thing? Sports video games. What is your favorite sports video game? People not being dicks and misinterpreting your statements? Gotcha. What is your favorite video game?
Last one I was able to go out was Near Automata, which was pretty fun.
Near Automata, or Automata, whatever the game. Yeah, Near. Okay, cool. Anything else to add? Cool. Are you into dudes?
Yep.
Are you into ladies?
Yep.
Okay, start at that end.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Curtis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Would you like to go with me?
Next.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Garrett.
Nice to meet you. My name's Mira. Would you like to go with me?
No, thanks.
Try again.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Kayla.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Mira. Would you like to go with me?
No, thank you.
Shot down in a blaze of glory. Keep going. Come. We know each other. It's fine.
Nice to meet you. My name's Mira. Would you like to go with me?
Sorry, no.
No.
I'm going to chalk that one up to severe social anxiety, but good job. Next.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Xander.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Sorry, no,
Mira.
it's great.
Would you like to go with me?
Unfortunately, no, thank you.
Shot down again. No luck. Last try. Yeah. Let's go to the black. We'll spray everywhere.
I can't. Both ends are.
Good. Carry on. I'll keep making jokes.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Jespo.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Mira. Would you like to go with me?
Well, Sunday.
Sure, when, where?
Tyler's house.
Next Sunday. You want to come?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. It's going to be like early wake up Minnewanka Lake, like short, like 15 out, or no, like 12 out, 12 back, and then cool. That might be a three-way date. Jazz Paul is very, yeah, Jazz Paul is very pretty, but not in the way I like. So, your turn. What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin. Give a round of applause to Kevin. Are you almost hyperventilating up here, Kevin?
Yeah.
Let's give another round of bravery applause. Whether or not he gets a yes up here, whether or not it's serious, do we want to see Kevin succeed in life? Are we rooting for him? No, remember that's clapping. Keep trying. Okay, are you into ladies?
Yes.
Are you into dudes?
No.
Okay, start with the first lady in line. Wait, sorry. What's your favorite thing? Ladies. What's your favorite audio?
Steins Gate. I guess.
Steins Gate again! Good job! You have something in common with Caleb. All right. Give it a shot, bro.
I'm Kayla.
Hi, Caleb.
No, thank you.
Did it hurt?
No. Yes.
Did it kill you?
No.
Keep going.
Hello, my name is Kevin.
Hi. My name's Mira.
Nice. Would you like to love me?
No.
Okay.
Also hurt, right?
Yeah.
Still lived through it. You've had 2 no's. You know what that means? Of the number of no's you'll hear before you get a yes,
You're
2
down
of them are
to-
down. You're going to hear more no's, but you're going to eventually hear a yes. Keep it up. We believe in him, right? All right. What's your name?
Xander.
Xander. Xander, I get the impression you are a little less socially anxious than
A lot less.
a lot less socially anxious. Cool. Are you into dudes?
No.
Are you into ladies?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. What is your favorite thing?
My favorite thing's got to be hockey.
Hockey. Excellent. Favorite team?
New Jersey Devils.
Not the Flames, therefore wrong, but still.
I'm sorry, you go from being the 3rd best team in the league to dropping out to the...
Avalanche.
Right, a wild card.
I didn't say they were the best team. I said, what's your favorite team?
A team that can win the Stanley Cup more than once.
That's fair. I'm not a big hockey fan, but yeah, okay, fair. Okay, Xander likes hockey, specifically the Devils, and he is into ladies. So, first lady in the line, give it a shot.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
My
How are
name's
you?
Xander.
I'm
I'm
Kayla.
doing wonderful. I wonder if you'd like to go with me sometime.
No, thank you. You're
Thank you.
different.
Look at, hold on, just turn around. Look at this dude, tallest guy in the room, I think. Sweet beard. His charisma score is a solid 15, maybe higher. just got turned down flat. That doesn't mean nobody else has a chance. That means great-looking people, no offense, still get told no. It's not about how you look, which I'm going to get a little bit more on in a moment. Next.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. I was wondering if you'd like to go out on a date sometime.
No, good, thank you.
No problem, thank you.
All right, and that's the end of the ladies in the list. Tallest dude, maybe the best looking compared to Chess Ball. Pretty good. Both excellent beards. Shot down flat, 0 dates. If this guy can get shot down and keep going, you can too. Last one. What's your name?
Jasper.
Cool. What's your favorite thing?
Fighting people with swords.
The steel stabby kind that make people bleed?
Yes.
How many people have you killed?
None so far.
Good. So, good start. Are you into dudes?
No.
Are you into ladies?
Yes.
All right, let's start with the end of the line.
Hi, my name's Jasper.
Raquel.
Pleasure to meet you. Would you like to go on a date?
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
Jazz Paul asked a girl out and got shot down. If this bro can get shot down by hot chicks, you can too. Did it hurt a little?
A little.
Did you survive it?
Sure did.
Are you okay with trying again?
Yes. Hi, I'm Jasper.
Hi, my name's Mary.
Nice to meet you. Would you like to go on a date?
No, good, thanks.
But Sunday. All right. Thank you, Jazz Paul. End of the line. All right. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Go ahead and get. Thank you very much. We have now demonstrated that incredibly attractive people get told no as well. It is a shared experience. The most attractive, and so who, we got 2 yeses. Out of every combination up here, 2 yeses. 2. You have to be willing to hear no a lot in order to hear a yes. Okay? That was just sort of a statistical experiment. Like I said, in this room, well, there's fewer people now because we've gone quite a ways. Yes.
Got a piece of fucking tape on your elbow. It's driving me nuts.
This is not fucking tape, this is regular tape. Last piece of advice I'll give you and then we'll try to sell the last of this off. Okay. I do not get laid because I respect boundaries and because I've gone to therapy. I was entertaining, charismatic, funny, smart, well-educated, make a lot of money, generally fit, handsome according to at least several people, described by my friends, female and male, as a catch. 0 dates, 0 fucks. I am now all those same things. I don't get dates and I don't get laid because I went to therapy. But the difference between then and now is not that I am a better person because of therapy. It's not that I'm a more interesting person to women because of therapy. The boundaries thing really helped. But the big thing, talking about social anxiety, the big difference is that before I went to therapy, I avoided interacting with people. I didn't go out. When I went out, I didn't talk to people. When I was talking to people, I would get anxious and start looking at my phone, which kind of disconnects the conversation, right? The reason I didn't get dates, I was like, you hate me. And I mean, I was an emotional child, that didn't help. But I didn't get dates, not because I wasn't worthy of love and I wasn't interested to people. People had crushes on me my entire life, even when I was 330 pounds. I did not look good. People still had interest in me. I never went out there. I never asked anyone out because I was terrified of hearing no. The only difference between then and now, besides the whole boundaries thing, the reason I get dates now and I didn't then, is that I learned to hear no. I dropped my social barriers and was willing to talk to people. If you would like more dates than you've had this past year, learn to interact socially. Now, That may mean you have to go to a therapist for a couple of years, and if that's what it takes, please do, because it's really worthwhile. But I don't get laid because I'm super cool. I mean, I am super cool, but the difference is I get laid because I ask people if they want to fuck me. Once we're good friends and this understanding is established, right? Like, there are a surprising number of people in my social circles who are vocally and specifically interested in having sex with me, which I found out because I began broadcasting like, by the way, I enjoy having sex with my friends. You're my friend. I am not expecting to have sex with you, but if you'd like to have sex, I'd be interested. I have had the most recent attempt I made like that, where I told a friend, a fairly new friend, I was like, by the way, I think you're attractive. If you want to go out or just get laid, I'd be into that. And the response was, I'm not saying no. That wasn't a yes, we haven't fucked, we haven't even gone on a date. If I hadn't asked, I would definitely not be fucking that person. I'm still definitely not fucking that person right now. But the difference between not fucking and fucking is communication, boundary respect, and consent, okay? It is very likely everyone here knows someone that would have sex with them. The more fit you are and the more emotionally mature you are, the more people you know would be okay with it. But you have to go out there and put yourself out, and you have to not ask, hey, do you want to give me a blowjob? But you have to communicate like, I think I like you. It is totally okay if you say no. Would you like to go out with me? And if you ask it enough times in a boundary respecting way, you will eventually, go to therapy, you will eventually hear a yes. And when you eventually hear the yeses, it's like going from 0 to 1, right? You hear no, 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 no. Take a week off. No, 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 no. Yes. You've had your first date. Maybe your first date in 10 years. Maybe your first date ever. You've gone from 0 to 1. You know it can happen. The no's hurt less because you know they aren't rejecting everything about you because you're unlovable. You keep going. You learn more. You learn how to ask people out better. You learn to read the room better. Such an important skill. Please, nerds, learn to read the room. And eventually, you're not asking people who aren't interested. You're reading interest, and you're going, hey, would you like to come to my place and be tied up? That was a joke again. For the sake of this audience, it is still an offer. So, the skill is learned by practice. The reading social cues, learning conversation, it's practice. Communication, practice. Go the fuck to therapy. And when you learn to lower your boundaries, when you learn to shut your social anxiety down and get it under control and go, I know I'm afraid. I know I'm afraid of being hurt, of being told I'm not worthy, but when people are saying no, that's not what they're saying. They're just saying it's a bad day to ask. Don't try again later, try someone else again today. When you can do that, you practice, you get the ball rolling. Once you hit one, once you hit the first yes, once you hit the first fucking time, the next one is 10 times easier. And the time after that is 10 times easier again. Last round of advice for being good at sex. Google Nina Hartley, how to oral. Jesus Christ, it's not really about the technique. That is one technique video you need to just... I have gotten more positive responses from the particular techniques I learned from Nina Hartley, how to oral, than any other sexual technique I've done except buy a vibrator and put it on her clit. Okay? Nina Hartley, how to oral, I've had my neck cracked for me. It's not about technique. If you're petting a cat, all cats like to be pet differently. Most cats like butt scratches. Most cats like their ears scratched. Many cats don't like either of those things. What you have to do is approach each cat and respect how it's communicating. Cats can't talk. Cats can communicate, I like that, I don't like that. When you learn to read a cat's response, you are empathizing with the cat. Like, oh, you like this? Okay, we'll do this. I'm gonna try this. You like that? Okay, we'll do that. You don't like that? We'll go back to this other thing. That is exactly how you are good at sex. Someone's verbal response is very useful. Yes, harder, slower, just like that. When they say just like that, they don't mean do it harder. They mean keep doing that exact thing at that exact place in that exact spot. Don't stop doing that thing, don't change doing that thing. When she says yes, like that, she means like that. Not harder, not slower, not faster. Just do that thing. You're welcome. So, when you're in bed with someone, observe their non-verbal, like listen to their verbal responses. Observe their non-verbal responses in the same way you pet a cat. Because if you come up to a cat and you're like, cats like being pet like this, don't, and it scratches you and walks off, if you blame the cat, you're bad at sex. The cat made it clear it didn't like the thing, and you kept doing the thing, and the cat said, fuck you, here's consequences, and walked away. You're bad at petting cats, okay? In bed, watch nonverbal responses. Learn to empathize. If they go, oh, that's a good sign. Keep doing that thing, right? Buy a no more wet spot blanket. Because if you do the Nina Hartley video, and you get a magic wand and put it on her clit, and she is, whether or not she knows it, a squirter, you're going to need a no more wet spot blanket. It is also very useful for containing fluids, like, oh, I guess my period started today. Sorry about your sheets and mattress. No more wet spot blanket solves that problem. For ladies and gentlemen. Also, oh God, I ate talk. I'm so sorry. No more wet spot blanket solves that problem. Highly recommend. Let's do the last few.
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins. He's a dead man walking.